since it originally came out in Destiny 1. Yep. I didn't play like game day release Destiny. Like I knew of it, but I didn't own a PS4 at the time. And it was probably around right when like the first expansion came out, because the first expansion came out the same year the game came out, The Dark Below. That's when my brother wanted to play it. He goes, and I didn't have a job at the time because I just in college and stuff, so I didn't have any money. But he's like, if I buy you a PlayStation, will you play it with me? I'm like, sure. And he overnighted a PlayStation to me with the game. Hello there. What was that? So in Static 8, if you just like take your cursor and this mouse over the actual name Static 8, there's a little text bubble to the right. If you click that, it opens up the chat room for that Static. And then I have my in-game name there if you want to join us, Lance. Oh, cool. You're ahead of it. I just got over a cold last week, but I have a little bit of residual cough. Try to mute my mic anytime I have to cough, but if one slips through, I apologize. Yeah, that's it. Copy that whole thing, and then in Destiny, just open up the game chat and paste that, and then hit enter. On PC, it's Control-C. So you highlight it first, Control-C, go back to Destiny, hit enter to open up the chat window, and then Control-V to paste it, and then just hit enter again. Yep. Only works if somebody has their fire team set to public though, so if somebody set it to like private, you have to do the invite method, but I just set mine to public. So we can do the Star Wars one first, and then we can do some other ones if you guys are up to it afterwards. Unless if there's a different one you want to do. Today's my off day, and I'm teaching a raid in a few hours. Gonna do Root of Nightmares. If I can get enough people together. I currently have, including myself, 3 people, so I need 3 others that either want to participate or learn some of the mechanics. Root of Nightmares is really just a dungeon with 6 people. It's an incredibly easy. All the mechanics can be done by 2 people. So the other 4 just are ad clear. It's faster if we can have other people help with the mechanics, but they don't need to. There's just lots of running around. It's kind of like think of it like a relay race. I have to run over here, get this buff, run it over to this section, deposit the buff, then I have to run all the way back, pick up the buff, then run all the way back. So if you just have 2 people doing it back and forth, just the same thing, it goes twice as fast. But, you know, that's literally the entire mechanic of the raid, except for the planet room. Planet room is even easier. Welcome back. We are going to do the Renegades dungeon, Star Wars one. Because BR wanted to do that. And then afterwards, I'm down to run anything else that you guys want. I can do any of them. Why Rat King? There's this. Now you want to talk about power creep, you use 1K with the catalyst. It's always whenever I'm in a fire team, the launch button like glitches out, so I can't click it. So who's who in the fire team? What's your fire team name? Okay. The other one must be you, Lance. Well, this is a teaching run, so I'll run you through all the mechanics and what they do and stuff. It's a very simple mechanic dungeon.
Bale is recruiting dredgens, not a light bearer among them. One is after the relics in Venus's Praxic temple, including a dossier of active Praxic agents. That information in the Imperium's hands puts the entire Praxic Order at risk. With them, every guardian of the city. Take down the Imperial dredgens. Save the Order. Show me the fire that burns within you.
And this encounter is pretty simple. So if you come over here, there's going to be 3 of these satellites all around. You technically only need to open 1, but it goes a lot faster if we open 3. There's 1 over there, and then 1 over there. And what happens is there's going to be some enemies that spawn that have a shield around them. They can't be damaged. You lure one over to one of these shields, and when you get close to him, he's going to start charging up a melee attack that's going to explode. When he starts charging it, an interact button shows up on the side of this. You just open this up and it exposes a battery core. When the guy finishes charging, he explodes and blows up the core, and it drops these red shields on these doors. And then one person hops in the Sparrow, goes into the outer ring, and picks up these, they're like pools of taken goo on the ground. On your Sparrow, when you go through one, a meter below your health bar at the top starts filling up. Once it's full, you can exit, and your grenade gets replaced with like a taken melee punch thingy. That's how we kill the invincible guys. You wait, whoever has that buff, they wait until you walk up to one of them, they start charging that explosive attack. Just use the melee punch thingy, and it interrupts them and drops the shield, and you kill them. And we do that. There's probably going to be around 9 of those invincible guys throughout this entire area. I think 3 spawn in at a time, along with behemoths. Kill everything, and the encounter's over. It's very simple. A lot of words for very little activity. And then you run up to the ship and interact with it to start the encounter. Take it buff right now on my Sparrow. This first encounter is pretty much just ad clear for everybody. That's all it is. So I can now take down the enemy shields. Drop pod. Yes, you get close to them, so they start channeling their shield thing, and then you use the power. Go. First encounter's over. Nope. So you see on the right and left of the door, that takes you to a track that's just a giant loop around this entire arena. You hop on your Sparrow and you just ride through it. It's just a singular path, and there'll be, yeah, essentially. And that particular one is for the Praxic Blade quest. Doesn't really matter, but I always go on the right because you start high and then go low, rather than starting low and going high. Yep. And now we board the ship and pretend we're Cabal. And now we pretend we're in a Star Wars ship.
It's gonna get bumpy. The Imperium pilot's activating their NLS drive. You have clearance for any necessary action in retrieving that dossier. Do what you have to.
I don't have all the visions memorized. Secret chests. If you get them all, you get a shader. A triumph for it. And all the secret chests. Aesthetically, Warlord's Ruin is really cool. You what? Because it's just like, you know, knights. But probably overall, Grasp of Avarice, just because Destiny. See these battery cells on the side, shoot them. And now we jump across, but be careful because when you jump across, the air, I know air in space, is going to push you and knock you off. So it's better to start on this side and then jump across. That way you float over to the other platform. Unless you have a sword and you can just eager edge across.
Guardian down.
Chest. This hallway or the next one? These things here. Here it is, right here. Jump up here. Brandon do that one. This fight. Yeah, I'm doing the same. Absolutely. Swords are good because this is a very close combat fight. So essentially, this is going to be very similar to the very first encounter, except no invincible guys other than the boss. So we have the arena where the boss is standing now. We're going to go down there in a second. And then there's doors to the left and right of them and also behind us. And there's just like a ring on the outside. There's 3 rooms. And there's going to be Scion that spawn. When you kill the Scion, they're going to drop the Blight Pool stuff. Anybody can run through them to fill up your meter. Once you get your meter to Novice level, which is level 1, you're going to see in each room there's going to be 3 switches. They're going to be big square switches that are going to be Blight Taken looking thing. Just use the special attack that the like Blight Pool stuff give you, and it turns them off. Once you do that for all 3 rooms, you just run back to the center here, and there's going to be more Blight switches in this room. We just activate them to turn on, it'll open like battery things on the side, and the coils to the left and right of the boss will become electrocuted. That's how we take the shield down. If we shoot the batteries, one of the trapdoors in the floor opens up, and we just down the other side of it, the boss walks up to us, he falls in, half his shield goes away. For the coils in the wall, you can just stand next to him, and then when he swings his sword to hit you, he'll hit that instead and take his shield down. Once his shield's down, we just beat the living crap out of him. When we get him down to 10%, he breaks through that door that he's standing in front of, and he runs along a corridor for a little bit before he does last stand, which we just kill him there. So it's outer room, kill Scions, get the Blight buff, hit the 3 switches in the 3 rooms, come back to the center, hit the switches, lure the boss to the electricity traps, do damage. When we're in the outer room, the boss follows us, but he's invisible. But when he gets close to you, your screen kind of like glows almost. That means he's going to do a charge-up attack. When he does the charge-up attack, he does appear, so you can see him when he's doing kind of like those immune guys, how they sit there and charge before you disrupt them. If you have the Taken buff, you can run up to the boss and use the ability to disrupt him. But if not, just don't stand near him and nothing will happen. You just take a little bit of damage and that's it. But if you stand close to him, it could kill you. Yeah. This is also one of the coolest boss entrances in the game. Just run up to him and it'll start the encounter. Okay. The way we get into the outer room is Cabal are going to come through the door. When they do, you just run through the door. Yep. Now, if you go into one of the side rooms in this outer area, you'll see some taken switches. Just use your grenade ability to activate them. I did. There's 3 in each room. They're hidden like on pillars from the ceiling. Oh, that's all of them. We can go. Yep. We just run back to the center room now. You'll see taken switches in the wall. Just hit them all. FPS time. There we go. Pretty much one face up. He's going to run now. There we have it. Very simple. Like, the explanation for this fight takes longer than the fight.
Natural with these powers. He barely slowed you down.
And then to proceed from here, you'll pick up one of the blight pools, and then you hit the switch in the wall, and it opens the lever. Right here. Now look this way. Ah. Now we go over here, and we're gonna jump down.
Guardian down.
You jump off, sword swing, jump, sword swing, jump, sword swing, and you should make it. I mean, you can still make it just with the triple jump, but it's like cutting it close. And then you would flip these two switches to open this door and just jump in. This way. Just over the halfway point. Let's just have one more jumping puzzle on, and then that's right. There's a switch up here you flick to activate the cranes. Here. It'll come back down. It's technically a collectible at the very last ship if you want to do the jumping puzzle all the way to that last ship. There's like a thing you can click there. Otherwise, you just go up. Here we go. heavy ammo. There you go. That generates it. You want another one? Go. Now we crouch and go under. Oh look, collectible.
Fear not, Seer. Your investigations into the Taken will be rewarded with new strength.
Just got the
Be
collectible
a
under the
trudgeon.
tank.
Don't step back from the abyss. You can't allow your latest apprentice to outpace you. After all, remember what the books say. Ignorance is not passive. It is a living, aggressive failure that angers the hearts of all who seek to evolve.
Bonus chest just to the left here. The guns are pretty good. They're heat weapons, but they get some really nice perks. So this is a jumping puzzle here, so when you get hightail it. I do a little cheese here. Just wait. I just hit the switch here.
Guardian down.
Well, where we need to go is right where you're at. Just have this switch up there. Jump up this tube.
Guardian down.
And now
Argon Taken energy are at a boil somewhere up ahead. Worst case scenario, The Dredgens using Arc to power a fledgling throne world.
He's Palpatine
True
is what
throne,
he is.
he'd be nearly unkillable. A
Yeah,
threat to every
Palpatine,
Guardian
chain lightning,
active.
tickle fingers, everything.
Stop him here while you still can.
The boss fight is actually pretty simple. It's going to do a combination of the two mechanics. You're going to have the invincible guys, but you're also going to have the blight pools you got to pick up and all that stuff. So we're going to be teleported between two realms. This is about 35 seconds in each realm to do stuff, and we're going to keep going back and forth until we complete the little mechanic in each realm. So we're currently in the light realm, which is going to be a small platform arena where the boss is, with a little outer ring, a little bit of cover. You basically kill enemies to drop the blighted pools. Once you get the buff, you can take down the invincible shield guys. Where the boss will be in the center. There's going to be a big slab of rock behind him or something. There's going to be 5 taken orbs there. Our goal is to destroy those 5 orbs. In the Dark Realm, it's basically a mimic of the and we just got to do the same thing there, except for instead of the invincible guys, there's going to be 5 shadows of the boss around the entire arena. We have fairly good damage, so we can pretty much kill, I would say, kill 4 and kill 5. What that means is you can kill 4 of the shadows, and then the 5th one, when you get the maximum buff, you just walk up to it and you can just compel it, and he just gets stunned permanently. And then when you do that, every time you either kill or compel one of the shadow bosses, one of the orbs on the back becomes vulnerable, so you can just shoot it. And then
Part of the Praxic fire
it's
is the Guardian.
A mid-range
Without
fight.
The Guardian,
Close
fire
to
does
like
not
SMG
ask
range.
or act. Be
So
the
fusion
fire,
rifle, shotgun,
or be
swords,
smoke on
all
the
go well.
wind.
I would not recommend rocket launchers or grenade launchers, because if you get too close, you'll kill yourself. Unless if you can keep your distance. But yeah, so the goal is, in the light realm, we kill 5 of the shielded guys, shoot the 5 orbs behind the boss. In the dark realm, I would say, kill 4 of the shadows, and compel 1 of them, and then shoot the 5 orbs, DPS. In the boss room, in the light room, is where we'll do DPS. We'll always be teleported to the light room when it's DPS time. Occasionally throughout just this entire encounter, the boss brings down these lightning coils from the ceiling. They don't do anything until after the DPS phase. They'll all light up and pretty much, unless if you're very, very careful, will kill you. You can remove them before they light up. Just as you're running around, you'll see in the light room, light world, taken switches like we saw in the first boss encounter. If you see one, just hit it with the buff and it makes the lightning coils retract. So that way they're never even a bother to us. That's it. That's the only real gimmick here. Now run up and punch the boss to start. More fun to trick people and knock them off the edge. Occasionally the boss is going to have the lightning hands. He will not stop until you shoot the hand. So if you're being hit by the lightning, just call out hands. And we just kind of shoot the boss's hands. Here's a shadow. Yeah. And then there's an outer ring that's going to have bosses in them. Just put them all above the line. Shadow Master so I can kill one. Whoa. Famous Warlock jump.
Guardian down.
I almost died too. Something. Kill one, and then we need to control. Did you get the one on top already? I got him. He's dead. I got him. Didn't compel the last one. Go ahead and shoot all the orbs in the center. Yeah. We only have one of this one. Shoot the last orb now. Yes. We can one. Right? We might. Yay! We got
You did it. The Order is saved. For now. But what was that Dredgen doing with the Praxic Temple's relics? It's no longer burning only with the Praxic light, but with darkness as well. Bring it to the temple. If it accepts a relic integrating darkness with the light, it could prove to the Order that darkness doesn't have to be incompatible
It's not a very
with our
difficult
work.
dungeon.
Show me, show all of us, what it is to be a Praxic of light and dark together.
Yep, good old Blade Barrage. No, the quest is going to have you like come back and do a bunch of extra stuff. That's just like step 1 of the quest that you just completed. There's in the first encounter, that taken orb that you saw, that's step 2. You go there, and there's going to be a puzzle kind of that you have to solve. You shoot that orb. You have like a 40-second timer or something. You have to an arena is going to spawn around you, and you have to kill everything. The blight eyes, the captain, everything. When you do, portal opens up. Or not really a portal, but like an orb that you shoot, and the barrier goes down. You hop in your sparrow. You have to go to the next one, find the next orb in that circle. Do the same thing. You do that 3 times within the time limit to complete that step. Rather annoying. It's not very annoying if you do it with a group, but solo it is. And then, but before you do that, actually, you go back into the dungeon at the very beginning. Before you even start the first encounter, those 2 doors, the left and right door that I was talking about that you get on your sparrow, instead of going that way, there's a door on the back wall. Go through that, and it's kind of a a shrine, like a how to put it, a Jedi shrine type temple thing, where you can, like, there's places to kneel down, there's seats and stuff, but then there's also 4 sections to deposit 4 relics. So you should have just gotten a relic, or you get a relic for completing this part of the quest. You deposit it, and then your quest step will update to do the whole blight thingy. It's a whole thing. It's just better to look up a guide for it. You get upgrades for the Praxic Blade throughout the entire thing. So about about halfway through the quest, you get a catalyst mod for the Praxic Blade, which makes it deal 15% more damage to bosses and mini-bosses. Which is very good, because Praxic Blade already does a good amount of damage. Okay. So I guess he had his fill. So what do we want to do next? He wasn't a beginner, and he sounded really young. He was suspiciously well versed with Destiny. Like, it very well could have just been like an actual adult with like a voiceover software or something, pretending to be a kid. Because I was inspecting his gear, I was like, no, that's quite good gear. But, you know. Okay. Is there another dungeon you want to do? Not to worry. We got it. I would say overall, Vesper's Host is probably my favorite dungeon, just theme-wise and aesthetic-wise and gun-wise, everything. It's just so cool from it. Yeah. Deep Stone Crypt. Well, if you're down in about 3 hours or so, some of my teammates will be getting on. Where I'm running my brother through essentially his first raid ever. We'll be doing Root of Nightmares. Nah, my friend and I, we've already ran it many times, so we know the mechanics and everything. So worst comes to worst is him and I do all the mechanics, and the raid takes a little bit longer. Best outcome is we get 2 people that are willing to learn the mechanic and just be like assistants to the mechanics. They don't actually have to do the full mechanic, just like hold the plate while we run, so that way we don't have to waste time charging it and all that type of stuff, you know. Excuse me. The most difficult part is the planet room. And it's not very difficult. You just have to remember 6 numbers, 1 through 6, and they're always the same position. So, in the planets room, you're going to have 6 planets on the right side, 6 planets on the left side. And there's going to be 4 platforms, 3 planets per platform. So 3 planets on platform 1, 3 planets on platform 2, 3 on 3, and 3 on 4. Not that difficult. And what happens is, in the boss arena, there's going to be like these yellow bar knight people, Cabal Knights people. When you shoot them, it spawns Cabal like generals at each of the 4 platforms. So if you're assigned to platform 1, you kill your Cabal guy, and it gives you a buff. You look at the 3 planets that are on your platform, and one of them is going to look different from the other 2. There'll be like 2 of them will be like Taken looking, and one of them will look bright white. And you just call out which one is white. So each planet has a number associated to it. Planet 1, 2, and 3. So if the white planet is number 3, just call out platform 1 has 3. That's it. You run up to that planet, you can interact with it, and you go deposit it on the platform next to you, in whatever position he calls out. And he'll say platform 2, number 2. So you just grab your number 3 and deposit into his number 2. That's it. That's the entire mechanic.
Threat level Gamma. Doors open in restricted sectors. Get out! Get out!
So in here, we just in this dungeon here, we're going to have this first section here, the scanner and operator. Operator's the easiest job, so I'm going to have you do the scanner job, because that one takes, you actually have to look. And if you can do the scanner job, then you can do any of the jobs. So that's operator. So pick up scanner right here. Okay, and you're going to run up to one of these switches on the wall, like this one here, and look at your mini-map. If it disappeared, it's bad. If it lit up white, it's good. I shoot that one. And you do that for all the switches. There's one up here where I'm standing. Okay, and there's one over here by this door. This pillar here. Okay. Yeah, we got that one. And then there's one up by this door. Since the one on the pillar did not light up, that means the one on the door is. Now, we're done. Now you just deposit your buff into one of the side terminals, so that way you don't die.
Guardian down.
Doesn't matter. It's just if you hold on to the buff for too long and the timer runs out, it kills you. Yeah, you can. That is the entire mechanic. What you just did, that's all we do throughout this entire thing. That's it. Is the scanner tells the guy with the suppressor which buttons to shoot. That's it. And then there's a third buff called the suppressor. The suppressor is how you only matters for the boss fight, which it just takes down the shield for the boss and for the shield for the shield for the guys that spread the radiation and stuff. So, which we only have to engage with the suppressor buff like 4 times. Everything else is just scanner and operator. YOLO. I made it. Now let's see if I can make this jump without dying. Let's do this go here. Whee. I did it! Instead of doing it properly, I just go. This is the first encounter. Well, the first real encounter that we get loot from. So, how this happens. We can move around and stuff without activating it. First of all, just look at that landscape. That is badass. So there's three rooms plus the center room we're in now. So on the right here we have heart. You can see that by the symbol above the door. It looks like a heart. To the left we have lungs. And then the top left over there above the door is a brain symbol. And when we start this encounter, a brig's going to spawn in the center. We kill the brig. Enemies are going to spawn with a scanner buff. You'll pick up the scanner buff, and then who just joined me? And then when we pick up the scanner buff, we're gonna do the easy room first, which is heart. And we run into the room, kill the mini bosses and all the ads, stuff like that. And then there's gonna be 5 switches throughout the room. You just run up to each switch, tell me which one to shoot. I'll have the operator buff drops from there. I'll shoot the correct switches, and then when you shoot all the correct switches, we can deposit them into the terminals like we did in the first room, and then a nuclear core drops in that room. One of us picks up the core, the other person clears the ads in the hallway out to this big room. There's going to be another brig. We just kill the brig, and then you can deposit the core into one of these 3 containers up here. Any one of them, doesn't matter. Do that 3 times. It goes pretty quickly. Again, it's a lot of words for not a lot of stuff. Excuse me. Okay. And then it honestly is very simple. It's a relay race. When you pick up the nuclear core, though, you will gain radiation. At 10 stacks, it'll kill you, but you can drop the core at any time, and the radiation will disappear in about 5 seconds, and you can pick the core back up. Or a member of the fire team can just take it. It's not. And the radiation is about 3 seconds per stack, so you have a bit of time before you reach maximum stacks. The scanner is over here if you want to look at it. I'm having you do the scanner because if you can do the scanner, then the other 2 are far simpler. So you master one, you master them all. Right here, right next to me. Come in, you go into the heart room. If you need to reset your timer, you can deposit the scanner here and then pick it back up. Yeah. Just pick it back up, and there's 2 switches on the back wall where I'm shooting the boss at. Tell me if either of those switches. Wall. And there's 2 on this pillar, 1 on each side of the center pillar. It's a circle. Which one's left? This one? Okay. And that means the other one. we go. Now we deposit the buffs
Radiation
into
detected.
our little things here. So I'll pick up the core. And you just clear ads. Go out this hallway. Nice. There's going to be a brig out here. There we go. We just repeat
Central
that.
power critically low.
Like I said, it's not very complicated, just a lot of words to describe a very simple rotation. And we can just ignore all the stuff in here because they will despawn once we Yeah, this is the mechanics from the Deepstone Crypto. But a little bit different. Deepstone Crypto is much more involved. Follow the pathway into the room, to the right, and then go around the corner, and you'll see the deposit. And start back up here at this one. Just go down the road. There's always going to be two bad switches. So if you can identify the two bad switches, then you can just shoot the rest of them. So you can deposit that there, and then pick up the nuclear core behind you. You can't double jump either, so be careful. And if you're getting close, remember you can drop the core.
Guardian down.
If you reach 10 stacks, it kills you instantly. There you go. Deposit it. Yep.
Power at 60%.
Now we do the last room. This room is probably the hardest because there's a couple extra jumps. Yep. This one. Deposit the buffs again. Okay. Hit adds. This jumping a little bit more difficult because you got this little thing here. Like jump onto this platform and you can jump over here. If you need to drop the core, go into the bucket and drop it so it doesn't run away. Yeah, you have to wait a few seconds and your stacks will go down. Big bridge. There you go. Deposit it.
Re-engaging standby mode. Welcome
Like,
to
isn't that
Vesper
cool?
Station.
We get our... What we just did, that's the entire mechanic for this entire dungeon, with the exception of the suppressor, which we're going to learn about in this next boss encounter, which we only use twice, or no, 3 times. And then we're done. The way the suppressor works is when you pick up the suppressor, your, I think it's your melee, or it might be your grenade. One of your abilities gets replaced with a new ability. You walk up or get relatively close. Doesn't have to be like face to face, but like, you know, shotgun melee range type thing. And use that special ability. It leaves behind a clone. If you know, like the hunter, the threatening clone, when you dodge, it leaves behind like that weird threatening decoy. Yeah, have you seen that before? It's that, except for it's going to be blue. When you do that, you just shoot it with your gun. It explodes and brings down whatever shield or over thing that the enemy has that requires it, and then that's it. And you're done with it. Don't ever have to use it again. This next bit is going to be the maze. It's pretty simple. It's just extra steps. Okay, so before we start, you see to our left here, there's a captain. Or it just teleported, never mind. There was a captain. There's going to be captains throughout this entire area. When you kill them, they drop a nuclear core. There's going to be 5 different locations that we have to deposit the nuclear core, but they're in pretty much in numerical order. So you start, and they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you pick up a core, you run to number 1, deposit it. And then pick up another core, run to number 2, deposit it, so on and so on. This whole room's just like a little bit of a maze, but it's pretty simple once you learn the pattern. Some of the doors, like if you walk up to this door here, it says power reserve empty. If you look on the right side of your screen, you can see we have power reserves and they're all empty. So the way we do that is by turning off force fields. So if we walk up to this thing here, we can select power off.
Corrupted
And then we get
biomechanical
a,
subjects
thing,
jumped
and
to
put
a
the-
new host. Breach
down.
containment.
So now we can run up to this door, and with that power, we can use it. But when we do that, it takes the power away. So if you enter it, and turn around and close the door to get that power back. And then, so anytime you see a terminal like this, that's just free power. Walk up to it, turn it off, and we'll gain an extra power charge. So what we're going to do is we're going to run past all this stuff. Here. So here's where we deposit the first core. See how it says 1. Now we just got to go find that captain. Right in front of us. Go pick up this core. Just like the first encounter, you pick it up, you'll get a little bit of radiation. Drop it and that stuff. And when you deposit this, a captain's going to spawn in this room right here. And so you pick up that core, and then we're going to run. Hide from the boss first. Stops that. So we're going to run to the left here. So go out this door and go to the left. go this here. Enter it. And close this door. Activate that door. Keep an eye on your... next power charge. This one off. And here's number 2. I think he might have... he's supposed to spawn in this room, but he might have spawned on the other side of the door. Not him, but just so happens he spawned right next to Terminal 3. That's convenient. The boss won't. We have to do the next one. Is run up. He can just go. Run back to this room now. Close these doors to get power. So this door over here is now open. Run this way. Run over here to open this door. And there's number 4. Now the door's open. Okay. Yep. Do that, and then counter's over. Now, we can go get the hidden chest. Come this way. Just got Icebreaker just the other 2 weeks ago. Now there's gonna be a hole. Yeah, there's gonna be a hole in the ground here that we just fall down. Icebreaker's phenomenal. It is, but a little bit different. It doesn't generate its own ammo, but it has very good ammo economy. It technically does generate its own ammo, but not passively. Like, you just won't get shots. But you earn additional ammo progress with it. So you can generate bricks really, really quickly with it. But also, if you get a... if you kill an enemy with a critical hit, or shatter them from a frozen target or stasis crystal, it causes an ignition. Now this boss, you will want... Well, you're on stasis right now. Right. Good. That's the best super for this next boss. Because the boss splits into like 10 entities, so area damage, superb, because all 10 entities take damage from 1 health bar. So it's basically a 10x multiplier for any super. Okay. So, before we start, I'm going to swap over to this build. So, how this is going to work, and you see all these symbols. There's no scanner in this one, all these plates. So there's 10 altogether, 0 through 9. What's going to happen is we're going to start the encounter, enemies are going to spawn, they're just red bar, trash mobs. Kill enough of them, a mini-boss is going to spawn in the center, we kill the mini-boss, then the actual boss is going to teleport us up top to a higher platform, where there's going to be a lot of shanks, explodey shanks. Kill them all, and then a new shank's going to spawn with the suppressor buff. We pick up the suppressor buff, and when we're near the boss up top, we use the suppressor buff special ability on our action bar, and then shoot the clone, and it stuns the boss, and the boss breaks into like 10 small servitors. 2 of the servitors are going to have pink glowing eyes, 2, 3, or 4 of them in the center. We need to look for those servitors and then read the name on their health bar. Their name's going to be a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 0. And we need to call out those 2 numbers. There's always going to be 2 of them. So it might be 1 and 7, 0 and 9, 3 and 4, whatever. Once we have them, I'll type them into our group chat just that way we can remember. And then we just jump down the tube down to this main level. Do that twice. So that way we need 4 numbers. Once we do that the second time, there's going to be an operator buff down here already. The person just picks that up, shoots the 4 numbers in any order, just has to be those 4 numbers, and it's DPS. The boss teleports down here with the suppressor buff. One of us picks up the suppressor buff, stuns the boss with it, DPS time. So kill adds, teleport up top, clear everything, use the suppressor buff, identify the 2 servitors with the glowing eyes, take note of their numbers, do that again twice, so we go back down, go back up, do that again, shoot the numbers, then use the suppressor buff on the boss again, DPS. It's again, this is the most simplest fight ever.
He built me physically unable to use the tools to keep people safe. You will do it for me.
The operator buff just dropped. I take it and I can pop it into the here. Save your super for the boss. There's the war priest there. We'll be teleported up top. Just kill all the shanks. Here for the cluster shake right there. So go ahead and pick that up, and then use the special ability near the boss. Just run up to it, use it. Yep, and then just shoot the... There you go. That's all you do with the suppressor. Now we look for the servitors with the glowing pink eyes. So we have a 3 and a 1. Yep, 3, 1. Now we come over here, and we just go down. We just do that again. It's quick, not a lot to it. 7. So now we just run through. I'll give you the honors of shooting the witches. So you can pick up the operator buff here. And then around the center console, just look for the 3147. Doesn't matter what order you shoot them in. That's just could be on the back wall. And when you finish shooting them, deposit the buff where you got it. Boston. Have 8 and 6. Well, when you solo dungeons, you have to be fast. Also, it's not my first or even 10th time on this. I know it very well. Oh, almost. 5 and 7. So 8, 6, 5, 7. Probably like that. What killed me? Didn't die, we would have done it. Like, the boss broke apart, and I guess the shadow effect killed me. 1-2. We have 3 people who won this fight. We won 2. One's right. To get 8 right here. What is that? I stood back far enough. Keep going. Keep going, you got it. Yep, just keep going. There you go.
Threat neutralized. All researchers report for contamination protocols. No. No life signs detected. They're all gone.
Okay. Now for a few jumping puzzles. But I mean, the armor is good. The weapon, all the weapons are phenomenal. Like they all very similar. The heavy grenade launcher is one of the best grenade launchers in the game.
Power draw on that anomaly is far beyond
The
safe
stasis
limits.
rapid frame
Arc energy shouldn't be that color.
grenade launcher that you can get Envious Arsenal and bait and switch. Lightning hurts, FYI. Yep. That's a power surge. can type in a code to get specific gear to drop. I just don't know any of them. Nothing humbles you more than a jumping puzzle. Like, yes, the mechanics of this dungeon are annoying for this last fight, but man, this dungeon is just so cool. I love it.
Stay back! That exoframe is the center of the corruption.
And just look at that. Yeah. So I'll explain this mechanic here. There's two parts to this phase. So this is the room that we do DPS in. You see in the center there's that big bay door that goes down, where when we start this encounter we're going to go down there, and then it's going to be a rally point. And then, yeah. So how this is going to work. Since we're up here, I'll explain the mechanics up here first, even though these mechanics are the things that we do last. When it's DPS time, that big bay door in the center there opens up from below, and it's an elevator. It'll shoot us up into the sky, and then we land. And we essentially just lay into the boss. There's going to be those lightning bolts that we just ran through all over this place. So you have to like just be mindful where you're standing. Don't stand directly in it, otherwise it will kill you. You just lay into the boss. He will stand on each platform for about 30 seconds. The DPS phase is about a minute and a half long. So it's a rather large one. But so that platform he's on there, he'll teleport to either the right or left platform next to him, and you just keep firing into him. He's going to summon clones of himself. That a couple of them will be on the platforms with guns. A couple of them will be out in the field with swords, tracking us down. One of the clones is going to be kind of shiny, glowing, like it's filled with light or something. That one has a nuclear core. We need to kill that one because when the DPS phase is close to over, the big thing in the background there, that yellow lightning up terror thing, is going to be overcharged, and it's going to do a pulse, and it will kill us unless if we are protected. So when he's getting ready to charge up, which we have a timer on our screen, we kill the guy with the nuclear core, so always save a little bit of special ammo, 1 or 2 shots of special ammo, just to be able to take him out really quickly. Pick up the core, and then to the left here, if you look on the left, you see kind of like this bunker with this door thing right there. That will open up when we get the nuclear core. We go into there, just like in the first encounter, how you deposit a nuclear core, there's going to be a bin in there. We put the core in, a shield goes around us, and the door closes. The white mechanic happens, we're safe. The door opens back up, and we have about another 15-20 seconds of DPS that we can do to the boss. And then when that's done, a second pulse is going to happen, but the big bay door is in the center. That giant circle door opens up, and we just jump down there and we're safe. So, essentially, when it's DPS time, we come up here, stay out of the lightning, damage the boss. When we're getting close to the white mechanic, we look for the shiny, glowy clone of the boss, kill it, pick up the orb, run into the bunker, and dunk it. That's it. Rinse and repeat. Though there's only one rinse. Once we dunk the core, we can come back out here, do a little bit more DPS, but essentially we're going to go back down the big door into the main mechanic room. In which we can start this. This doesn't start the encounter, but we just need him to open the door. Now we jump down this door. That's the wet mechanic. Okay, so for this encounter, stasis, not good. The boss is on those upper platforms, so it's practically impossible to hit him with stasis super. So, you know, Twilight Arsenal, Thunder Crash, with the barricade, the one and done supers for the Titan, phenomenal. So, pick your favorite one and done setup. Sleeper Simulate's very strong here. 1K Voices is good. Pretty much any linear fusion rifle is going to do very, very well here. Rocket launchers can potentially be good, but they're not currently the best because he is a small target, so it's easy to miss shots. It is. Thunderlord will work. You're not going to be top DPS, but it works. Combine it with Rally Barricade on the Arc Lightning to do best.
But we needed linear, right?
So, again, the boss is a small target, so it's easy to miss shots. So if you're good with your aim, then yeah, absolutely, grenade launchers will work. But you got to remember, we're going to be running around the map as well, dodging the lightning bolts. Now, like, we can stay put for 5, maybe 10 seconds before the next lightning bolt comes. Then you got to reposition.
Okay. Put sleeper on. Well, I do have 1K, it's just I don't have the catalyst. Level 10. I'll get it from the collections.
Yeah, 1K without the catalyst does the same amount of damage as any other heavy weapon, so.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. The catalyst is what makes it deal a crap ton of damage.
Do you think I should just use that then? I mean,
that or, you know, I mean, if you have Sleeper Simulate, I would use Sleeper Simulate over 1K with no catalyst. You'll do more damage.
good idea. I'll do that then.
Highly recommend a gun with heal clip, just so that way you have a way to heal in this little encounter here that we're doing. Because there's going to be lots of red bar ads and stuff. I do have my healing well as well.
Yeah, should be alright. T-crash and all that stuff. What's the resistance? What do they shoot? Got Dola on at the moment.
A little bit of everything, like, yeah.
Okay.
I'd probably put. I've actually never tested it, but I believe the lightning strikes will do lightning. So, you know, that's what's going to kill us the most. Is if we don't move out of lightning, it will kill us. So, anything you do to reduce that would be good. There's going to be lots of AoE damage, so maybe an arc and a concussive dampener.
Yeah. And then solar. Okay, I think I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm ready. I was just going to put prismatic on, but
Alright, so for this bottom encounter here, we're going to have all three mechanics. So we're going to have scanner, operator, and suppressor. Suppressor is going to be used the least, but what's going to happen is, in this room that we're in now, when we start it, 2 invincible clones of the boss are going to spawn. They're going to have a radiation field, and they want to stick close to us so that way we get stacked with radiation. If we get to 10 radiation, we die. The way that we kill them is we use the suppressor clone, just like we did on the first boss encounter. So we pick up suppressor, use the ability, lure the 2 guys close to it, detonate it, it drops the shield, we can kill them. They're just normal yellow bar enemies, so they're pretty easy to kill. That's going to happen twice in this upper room here. So once we kill them, a wave of normal ads are going to spawn, and then 2 more clones are going to spawn. We kill those 2 again. The scanner is going to work a little bit differently in this room. So if you look on the inside of these pillars, we have these numbers in blue. That's the scanner's job. It's no longer the ones up on the ceiling and stuff like that. So you don't pay attention to those ones if you pick up the scanner. What you do is you pick up the scanner, run to the inside pillars, and find which one of these is lit up white, just like you normally would. And then call out that number. So if it's 1, just say it's 1. And then the person with the operator buff shoots all the 1 panels in this entire room. There's always going to be 4 of each number, 1 through 4.
Okay.
But there's going to be 4 1s, 4 2s, 4 3s, 4 4s. So if it's the number 1, you just shoot all 4 1s, and then that's it. We're done. That's this upper mechanic is over with. While you're doing that, you're going to have the clone spawn, you're going to have ad spawning, stuff like that. So you're kind of weaving in and out of different things. And always deposit your buffs as soon as you're done with them into the side things there, because we're going to need them. And once we're finished with that, the elevators on the left and right are going to open. They technically both lead to the same place, but one leads directly to the next room we need to go, whereas the other one is the long way around. And the way you can identify is there's going to be big red flashing lights above the elevator doors. That's the one we go down. If it doesn't have big red flashing lights above it, you don't go down that one. If you do, not a big deal. You just have a couple extra rooms you have to run through before you get to the room you need to go. Just follow the ads. Okay. Now the part that tricks everybody up. This is technically the hard part of this entire thing. When we go down the elevator, we're going to be in another room, kind of like this, but slightly different layout, but essentially the same. And the roles of the scanner and operator and stuff like that are slightly different. Before you use the scanner to identify which panels we need to shoot, that's no longer the case. You don't have to identify anything with the scanner as far as for the symbols. The operator buff just shoots the 4 panels in that room. There's only going to be 4. So what you do is somebody picks up the operator buff from the stored facilities that we dunk them in. They'll appear in that room. The operator shoots the 4 panels. Then another person needs to pick up the scanner buff, and there's going to be 4 stationary clones of the boss that are not radiated. So there's going to be clones that have radiation around us. Ignore those ones. The person with the scanner goes up to the 4 clones that are standing still but do attack. And you walk up to them, look at your map, find which one turns white. We kill that one, and then we pick up and it drops a nuclear core. And then in each room that we go into, there's going to be something kind of like this here, but it's going to be a bunker. So imagine if there's like walls and then a door on the left and right side. We pick up the core, deposit your buff, we run to the center, we deposit the core, and then we're safe. That takes half the shield away from the boss. Do that one more time, the boss's shield is fully down, and then we just run up to this room we're in now, and we go through this door here to go up to the boss room to do the DPS that I explained earlier. Just lots of running around. I've pretty much soloed this already, so it can be done with one person. You just gotta be fast. So, not that big of a deal if you die. Always, when you're finished with one of the buffs, the operative buff or scanner buff, just immediately deposit it, because if you run through one of the doors, it takes the buff away from you, and we essentially have to wipe. So do this.
Hey.
Do the scan. Once you're done with it, deposit the buff. Basically, if you're the scanner, you're not in charge of the nuclear core, the other person is, because the other person shouldn't have a buff. So while you're depositing your buff, the other person's picking up the core and making its way to the room, so that way you both get to the center bunker shield room at the same time.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
Holy shit.
Lots of micromanaging, but when you see it in action, you'll understand. So I'm going to give you the scanner buff, since the scanner comes second, so you don't have to feel rushed, because the operator has to do his thing first, so it gives you a little bit of time to fill out the room a little bit. Except for this room. This room, the scanner spawns first, but all you have to do is just identify which of the 4 numbers I have to shoot, and then you deposit it. That's all you have to do with the scanner buff up here.
Okay. Good okay.
So just hide, taking shelter behind the pillar to not get hit by the boss.
But tis.
There is 2 clones out. Here's the suppressor buff. I'm gonna take the suppressor buff. One's down.
Me?
There we go.
Okay.
The scanner
Pick up the
guy
scanner.
is up.
4. Then I'll deposit it here.
I have to shoot all the flames. Here's one. There we go. We're done. We just did this upper mechanic.
Okay.
See, it's a lot of words for not a lot of stuff. It goes really fast. So you see how these lights are flashing? That's the time to go down. So pick whichever elevator, just jump down it. And then ignore these guys, just run through the doors. Oh, I went the wrong way. Whoops. Not where we need to go.
Okay.
Go back to this room here. Okay. There. Normally, it's supposed to be lit up. For some reason, it's not. Okay, so it's not this one, so it must be there's 3 doors in there.
Let's die.
Well, that one's closed, so.
This one. I don't know. Loads of trip mines. But I swear we just run through all these. That's a spawn. And I'm back with this geezer again.
The boss will be in the room.
Oh, yeah, I think he's in there on me. I think that looks like the boss.
Took the wrong turn. There we go. now I'm going to pick up the operator buff. I'll shoot the 4 panels. I want to go ahead and pick up the scanner buff. Just be ready.
Yep.
Okay, now clones are going to spawn. Walk up to each of them and identify which one lights up.
This top at the top rafters.
Okay, go deposit your buff. So you picked it up.
Yep. Yep. Deposit.
And then come to the center where I'm at here.
Yep.
And then we deposit the gold. See how these doors have like this force field around it? If you
Yep.
walk through one of these doors with a buff, that force field removes it, so we don't want to do that. This,
Right.
on the first run. The second one that we can do whatever we want. You can run through it with buff because we're not going to need it. It's going to be DPS.
Okay.
Now we run to the other room that I was in. Luckily, I cleared out most of the mines, so...
He's on my bum.
Let's pick up the scanner.
Yep.
There we go. Good spawn.
Nope. Top left rafters. Oh,
Go to the center.
Can we do a deposit here? Yeah.
No, we don't have to.
Oh.
On the second one, we don't have to because it's going to remove the buff from us anyway.
Alright, okay.
There we go. That's it. What we just did was the hardest part. So, like I said, when you know the rooms and like what you need, each person has their identified role. It's actually quite simple.
It's returning to the anomaly.
It's just lots of little stuff. So now we just go back up to the top where we came from. I'm running a little low on special, so we don't have a timer on it, so their time. This way. Normally you could just ignore these guys and just go through, but now you go into the center plate there. And then we come over here. And we're going to be catapulted up and
Yep.
just lay into the box.
Which one's the...
The center.
Oh.
You will always start in the center. We weren't watching the lightning.
Okay.
So when we go up there, that barrel-like thing that we're standing next to, we can actually stand on top of that, and unless lightning is directly right next to us, we won't get hit by it, so that buys us a little bit of time. So we just stand on top of that cylinder thingy.
Is that what you want to do? Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
the normal DPS spot?
Yeah, go up there, plant your barricade. I'll plant my healing rift. Lightning can strike us up there if it's a direct hit, but like if it's on the ground, we won't take full damage. We'll take some. But
Yep.
if we had a well of radiance, then we can just ignore the lightning altogether. But we don't.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the entire
Okay.
fight.
Okay, we got to damage. Oh, you know. Oh, thanks. I think that's crazy. One. Was it?
Is it one?
Yeah, number one, yeah.
Nope.
That thing is in the lower stats.
Just flash it.
Add special. Also, any bricks that we generate will stay here until we return.
Oh, right. Yeah, I got a fair few up there.
This way. Yeah, see? The lights, they light up. That's what we were supposed to see last time.
Alright. Ouch.
Okay, there we go.
Bottom near the door. I don't know where I got it from. Over here. Get off of me!
I'm gonna go through the mine tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Technically, we don't have to. We can go up and above, but lights.
Awesome. Is this guy at the top? Yeah, top rafters.
Yep. Center.
I don't have to put my buff back. Okay.
It goes quick. When we get
I'm learning! I'm learning! Ah. Feels awesome to learn and actually know
It's
what you're
returning
kind
to
of
the
doing.
anomaly.
Ish.
Weapons are reloaded.
Yep.
And then we go up, aim for that barrel thingy to the right, just land on that.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Oh.
Watch out, lightning.
Guardian down.
Sugar. Sugar. Left side? Holy crap.
guy there. Oh,
Oh my god.
no, you gotta kill. This is white mechanic. You gotta kill this dude.
Ow.
Message in abeyance loop transfer
If somebody
to
dies
anomaly.
and we're at the white mechanic, just
Destination
leave them down, kill the
incomprehensible.
shiny dude, and then run into
Yep.
the bunker. And then you can just pick him up once the white mechanic goes away.
Right. I need like a supremacy or something. That'd be awesome. Okay.
You ready?
Yes, I am born ready. Where's he running to? Four.
That thing is in the lower stacks.
Go down the lit up lights.
Bottom right.
Pause it. See, we got this down. Just not dying to lightning strikes. That's it. It's the lightning strikes that make this difficult. Everything else is actually pretty simple, straightforward.
side, isn't he? I think that's top. I don't know. They're both on top of each other.
Gotta get to the center quickly.
That's my bad. They were literally on top of each other. That's my bad.
If you shoot the wrong one, it reduces the timer that we have to get into the center.
Right.
Let's see. Okay. We got this.
Scanner on the right. Three. The light to the left side. Top left. In. Come on, Brandon! Don't mess this up! Got this. We got this. We're a team. Come on.
Go get it.
Top left.
All the specials. Kill everything.
Okay. If I kill it, does it drop it for you too? Or should I just let you do it?
It contributes to my special. But if you get a special drop, it doesn't mean I get one.
Alright, I'll just let you kill it.
Yeah, that's a brick. Woohoo! Up. And when you're aiming down sight, fire a shot, then pull away, fire a shot, pull away. That way you can keep an eye if there is a you're shooting.
Which one is it? Is it the left one? Middle?
Yep, middle.
Ow, I'm nearly dead. Fours are dropped.
Grab the core. Come to this room here.
Guardians down.
No, I'm in. Technically, I'm in. Oh god, I'm so dead.
And then we have about 15 seconds or so of DPS.
They hurt so much. I'm just gonna die again.
Okay, now we jump down the elevator. And we're safe.
I'm getting Kimbo sliced up here. Oh my god. He wants to be safe too.
Pretty decent damage.
Threat level only.
Now we just do that 2 more times.
Okay. Well, I didn't really shoot the boss a lot. I was focusing on staying alive, but I'll try next time.
Go through and kill everything to get the heavy drops and stuff. Use that right in the middle here. Wait for them to get around it.
Nearly dead. Where do I deposit this?
Just hang on to it because more are going to spawn in a second.
Alright. Maybe I should have let you get this.
Use it the same way. Now you can deposit one of the terminals.
Okay.
I have the scanner. It's going to be 4. I'll let you shoot the numbers this time.
Where is the red guy? Up front. Shoot
We wanna
everything
shoot
that's
all
4,
the
yeah.
number 4s.
Easy to spot.
A couple on this screen. There's 3 of them on this side. There's one here, one here. Up here.
Which one?
Up on the
Oh.
seat.
Yeah, got that one.
Then there's one right there. Go.
Yep.
Deposit it. Go down.
That thing is in the lower
I have
stack.
full special, full heavy, and full super.
Nice. Nice. Down this one.
And with bricks to spare.
Get off of me. Where is the scanner thing?
Okay, good.
Yep. The bottom right. Bottom right. He's trapped me. Bottom right. Yep.
Go.
Right, I'm gonna try and do better DPS. Right.
It's better to play it safe and have one
It's
extra
returning to the
phase
anomaly.
than be aggressive and die like a start.
Yeah.
Special. Go.
Lightning. Four's been dropped.
Yeah, just, you gotta wait for the boss.
Oh yeah.
Guard down.
What? That was a one shot.
Center. I got all my heavy off. That's the space, that's great.
Right side. Lightning. How am I nearly dead? What is going on?
Guardian down.
No, he's put lightning on the drop point.
That's good. I got down. Should bring you down here.
Ah, sorry.
No, we're doing.
Jesus.
Threat level
We'll get our
eliminated.
super. I mean, I already have my super back, so wheels go up, a super, a couple heavies, and he's dead.
2.
Thought you were the scammer enemy.
I do come across someone.
That thing is in the lower south.
Left side lights. Awesome. Got it. Top left. Yep. Yep. Operator's top at the top. Top right.
Grenade, use your super, I'll do the same. That should be enough to finish the boss off. Maybe
Ah!
heavy shot or something, so.
It's happening, it's happening.
It's returning to the anomaly.
Heavy shot. There we go.
Let's go! Come on!
Corrupted signal fading. Anomaly shut down complete. The corruption took control of everything.
Oh my
It
god,
forced
I
the construction of the anomaly. It could have ruined so much more than it already did.
We did it.
And these facilities are wrecked. Population counters. Nil. I'm alone.
Oh yeah. What's this?
705 kills.
Message in abeyance loop transferred to anomaly. Destination incomprehensible. This message was not authorized.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Wow.
I'd probably say this boss encounter is probably the hardest boss encounter across any dungeon, just because of the lightning. Everything else is pretty simple to just avoid. It's the lightning that gets us. Because you can't just pick a spot, plant, and do damage.
Oh my god.
Sunder Doctrine is a longer dungeon, but I wouldn't say it's harder. Honestly, probably easier. It's just the hard part about Sunder Doctrine is just learning the symbols, because it uses the Vow of the Disciple raid symbols.
Yeah, I've done well, I say I've done it. I've done it before, but I just didn't really learn it. They told me not to do much.
Yep. And there's two types of Sherpa carries. Is those that just say, you're ad clear, don't do anything. And then those that
That's literally
explain
what it was.
it and teach it.
Yeah, that's just killing things.
Like, it's better to explain the mechanics and how it works. Maybe give the new people 1 or 2 attempts at it before the professionals take over. So that way, the new players can actually get a taste of what it's like. So therefore, the next time they run it, they actually have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah. Wow.
But this is a pretty cool dungeon.
That is crazy, yeah. I can't stop smiling. Wow, I feel like... Ah, God. Awesome.
Wow, the sun's actually shining after like 3 days of rain.
Where are you from?
I'm in Tennessee.
Ah, yeah, nice.
United States, if that wasn't clear.
Yeah, I'm UK.
Right. And then, yeah, you get Icebreaker from this drop here. There's a collectible thingy here if you didn't get it. A little message board. It might be there for you. Maybe not sure.
Yep. Yeah, got that. Where do you get your icebreaker from?
It's a drop. It's a chance to drop.
Oh,
after you
right.
Beat the final
Alright.
boss.
Ah, I see. You don't know.
Guardian
No
down.
death.
So you can actually get, if you get 3 people together that know what they're doing, you could technically one-face this boss and checkpoint farm it. So you save the checkpoint on a different character, like a warlock or something, and then you load in, your teammates join you, you switch to your other character, beat the boss, then you swap back to your character that has the checkpoint, load in, your friends join, and you just do that over and over again. So that way you don't have to run the entire dungeon every time. You just run this boss encounter.
Is that what you do sometimes?
Yeah,
Or you just...
I don't know if you might do that. I did that for Warlord's Ruin to get the exotic.
The bloodline? Is it
Yep.
bloodline?
Buried Bloodline.
Yeah, I tried to do the catalyst, couldn't figure it out. So just left it.
Let's see, is anyone else on right now? No.
So you